Hi, I'm Sridhar, a couple therapist with 5 years and thousands of hours of therapy experience. Millions of people now listen to my relationship advice on social media and find it really helpful. In this video, I'll answer 4 questions. What is couple therapy? Why relationships get stuck in unhappiness? How couple therapy really works with an example? And why I believe that couple therapy should be a permanent part of your life. So question number 1, what is couple therapy? To understand couple therapy, let's first understand what is therapy. In the simplest terms, therapy works on the logic that bad thoughts and behaviors lead to unhappiness and good thoughts and behaviors lead to happiness. If you want to go from unhappiness to happiness, you just have to go from bad thoughts and behaviors to good thoughts and behaviors. And what about couple therapy? The same logic applies, it's just that now we are focusing on the problems of the relationship. And in couple therapy, both partners change their thoughts and behaviors simultaneously. I will explain this with a real life example in the third question. Question 2, why do relationships get stuck in unhappiness? A romantic relationship is a very important part of life, but there is a problem. It's not exactly very easy to get along with another human, is it? Both partners are inherently different individuals with different personalities and different upbringing. They have different standards of what a normal relationship should be, different expectations from each other, different dreams in life, different emotional reactions to situations. They even have different ways of communicating and negotiating with each other. So no matter how deep the love, attraction, or attachment is, these differences do lead to conflicts and disappointments. Due to these conflicts, a lot of negativity enters the environment and it takes a toll on the love and connection. These conflicts even affect your health, mental health, sleep, productivity, and even fun leisure time. And sadly, most conflicts never really go away. They keep happening for years, over and over. Couples tend to reach a limit after which no matter what they do, there seems to be no progress. Conversations don't go anywhere. You say the same arguments and walk away with same conclusions. Now the question is that really your final limit? Can you possibly make any progress? The simple answer is most definitely yes. Like I said before, progress in relationship is ultimately a matter of change in thoughts and behaviors. Which brings us to the third question, how therapy really works, and I'll explain that with an example. Let's say there's a couple where wife is unhappy with husband's forgetfulness. She gets annoyed when he forgets basic things like switching the light off, where he put the car keys, and forgetting 1 or 2 things when he goes out for grocery shopping. She keeps telling him to be more attentive and careful. She even criticizes him for ignoring her all these years. Now husband is also frustrated with her constant reminders. He feels unhappy that wife criticizes him too much. He also fights back from time to time. So what I forgot? Everybody forgets. Stop nagging me. He criticizes her back for being too demanding. And this pattern has been happening between them for years now, ever since they got married. How will the change come? So let's change both of their behaviors and let's start with the wife. Here I'll first tell you the old bad thought and then the new good thought. So the wife thinks, why is my husband like this? Why did I have to end up with someone so forgetful? She needs to change it to, my husband is good enough. He has his strengths and weakness. I have to accept him the way he is. Second, another thought, why doesn't my husband even try to change after so many reminders? She needs to change it to, well, he's not forgetting stuff intentionally. He's trying to do his best. It just doesn't come naturally to him, so it's difficult for him to change. Third is a behavior, talking to husband in a critical, dominating tone. You forgot again? What is wrong with you? Go do it now. This behavior needs to change to telling the husband politely, it causes me inconvenience when you put the keys in a wrong place. I request you to be more careful next time. Now technically even this much change can bring wonders, but we will not stop here. We will now change the husband's thoughts and behaviors. First one is a thought. My wife just loves to make big deal out of small mistakes. She loves nagging me. This needs to change to, my wife is genuinely going through some inconvenience because of my forgetfulness. She's not against me. Her pain is real. Second is a behavior where the husband is just tuning out wife's reminders, ignoring her requests and forgetting promises. This behavior needs to change to giving higher priority to wife's requests, adding the tasks to to-do list and putting alarms and reminders in phone. Third is also behavior. When wife criticizes, then being defensive and attacking back. Oh, I'll do whatever the hell I want. People who do a lot of work forget stuff. You won't understand because you have nothing to do in life. This behavior needs to change too. When wife criticizes, gently reminding her, I understand you're upset, but please talk to me politely without criticism. I'm listening. Now imagine if both partners make these changes simultaneously, how quickly the problem can be resolved. And that's what we help you do in couple therapy with every small or big problem you may have. Question 4. Why do I strongly believe that couple therapy must be a permanent part of your life? Well, you may think it's because we want you as a client forever. Well, yes, that is a win for us, but that's not the main reason. See, I believe that couple therapy should be a permanent part of your life if you can afford it. Basically, if you're someone who can afford couple therapy without compromising on basic functions of your life, you should just make it part of your lifestyle. This goes against view of some people that therapy must end, because the worry is that if you make therapy permanent, you're making the client dependent on the therapist. You're not fully empowering them. But my question is, what do you mean by dependent? And what's the problem with being dependent on somebody that's helping you reliably? When Roger Federer takes help from a coach, is he being dependent? When celebrities have their fitness coaches, are they being dependent? When you hire an employee for your company, are you being dependent? When you make a friend to have more fun with, are you being dependent? We rely on other humans for all kinds of needs throughout our lives. As long as we are getting something positive from the relationship or partnership, we don't need to stop. It's simply called collaborating with other humans. You help others with what you're good at, they'll help you with what they're good at. No one needs to be fully empowered in the sense that now you have to do everything on your own. The fact that we are all interdependent is not our weakness, it's actually a strength. In fact, if you want to achieve multiple goals in life, the best strategy is to find experts and professionals for each of those goals. Second, therapy also helps with regular execution of best practices. We are all often distracted, lazy, or we just fall victim to old habits. But when you have some professional in your life who you have to check in with each week, someone that follows up with you, keeps you on track, that creates accountability. That brings regularity, and we all need it. So, it does come down to affordability. Not everyone can afford a permanent fitness coach. Not everyone can afford a permanent therapist. In those cases, yes, it would just make sense to go for therapy for a few months, learn as much as you can, and then try to execute it on your own. That would still be a lot better than not learning anything. But if you can afford therapy, just make it part of your lifestyle. Make life easier. So much of your life's happiness depends on your relationship. It just makes sense to invest your time and money in making it the best you can. Thanks for listening.